If you believe what a financial news website in Delaware says about Tucson, it's not a great place to live. It often ranks Tucson on lists with headlines like 50 worst cities to live in, based on factors like the poverty rate, median home value, and how educated residents are. It pumps out these lists a few times a year, and they quickly get the attention of other outlets. Brent DeRaad prefers to promote the positive aspects of Tucson. He's president and CEO of Visit Tucson, and we asked him what these lists often miss about the city.
There are a lot of folks that that certainly take pride in this area, and they get upset when they see Tucson listed in a worst of type of category out there. I can tell you though, there's a major effort out there just to ensure that the Tucson's in many best of articles as well. And we've seen that a lot over the past 2 years as well, just based on certainly the outstanding food, the weather, the outdoor adventure opportunities. Tucson's on far more best of than worst of lists. In fact, in early June, there was the third article in the last 12 months in the New York Times featuring Tucson. This was more of a family getaway type of experience. We just brought in media also from Mexico and just had 3 or 4 different stories in Mexico City publications talking about the value of visiting Tucson.
We tend to really hang our hat on some of the things that are positive, like
sure,
arts and food, but those harder issues, those are hard to avoid, and we can't just ignore that they exist. So how do we go about in messaging so that there's maybe a better balance?
Well, and we want to make sure that we're honest with our messaging as well. We're starting to see in California and other places as well, major pockets of homelessness. There's a lot of poverty out there nationwide. Tucson's no different. We're going to certainly have those issues as well. We're fortunate to have a large number of nonprofit organizations that work to address those issues, but there's still a long way to be able to go from that perspective. And so I think it's, from a community perspective, we need to address the issues. Meanwhile, we do. I can tell you, we at Visit Tucson are working hard to try and push and promote those positive areas, things like a UNESCO City of Gastronomy, really being able to look at the sunsets at Gate Pass and other places, promoting Mount Lemmon, promoting other areas that that certainly people want to see while they're here. The thing for us is we've found that the biggest and best way to be able to bring more people into the marketplace and change perceptions is to actually bring the customer here. So for example, this past year, we've brought more than 250 meeting planners to Tucson. We've brought 100 different travel media to Tucson. When we can do that and have them see this region, get out and explore, they see very quickly why so many people want to live here and why it's such a great place.
How closely do you monitor these publications, or do you worry when it's not in our favor necessarily?
Oh, we absolutely worry. For us, it's one of those things you can't always control what's going to be published about you, but from our perspective, we just want to make sure we're doing everything we can to ensure that there's more positive than negative articles going on out there.
And who's coming to Tucson? Who wants to visit this community?
Our top feeder markets, I mean, we look at, for example, LA, Chicago, New York, the largest cities in the US, but Phoenix is our year-round top feeder market as well.
Outside of Mexico, are there international efforts as well?
We focus primarily on Western Europe. We've got, just in terms of tour operators and some of the travel agents, probably the best relationships we have would be Western Europe. Canada is also a huge market for us, and so even things like discussions of tariffs and what's happening from a trade perspective can impact what happens on the travel side from Mexico and Canada. We want to make sure in terms of the overall product development side that we're doing everything we can to bring more flights into Tucson International Airport, and that we're doing everything we can just to provide a better overall experience for the visitors while they're here. The thing that we found is that tourism's tied very closely into overall quality of life. Great places to live are great places to visit.